Howdy guys, welcome back. Alright, so this is my 1997 Nissan Hardbody the day I bought it. I drove out to Divine from San Antonio to meet up with a gentleman that had the truck sitting out on his ranch. The only aftermarket part on it was a set of LED headlights. Other than that, it was bone stock with about 265,000 miles. It had a radio, AC, and power steering. The truck drove fine, no issues that I could tell right off the bat, and the price was just one of those things you couldn't pass on it without kicking yourself down the road, so I had to get it. As you can see, the interior was definitely worse for wear, and if you know anything about me, you'd know that this wasn't going to fly for very long. I had to seriously work my magic to revive this thing. Moving on to the engine bay, you can certainly see that this truck was indeed on a ranch. Tons of debris from driving on those same old dusty back roads for years and years. The trusty single cam is what makes me so excited. This KA has some serious potential that doesn't mean breaking the bank. And I'm still building my 180SX at the same time, so it's nice to have something that isn't so heavy on the wallet in the interim. I only had about 6 weeks to get this truck together for the drift event, so I worked pretty hard to get everything in the truck, get it lowered, and driving the way I wanted it to. These are just some of the parts. This isn't nearly all of the things that I had to actually put into the truck and fix on it, but this kind of gives you a general idea of what went into it so far. And here it is. 6 weeks later, about 8 inches lower and one drift event under its belt. The truck drove great. I didn't have enough time to get the Hydro e-brake installed, but it didn't stop us from having a really good time. The new window tint turned out nice, and I'm really digging all the exterior pieces that I installed. I am really proud of this interior. I think I did a really good job on this thing. I normally don't pat myself on the back, but it was really difficult to get all these pieces apart without having to break things. And I'm just glad I was able to pull it off and couldn't be more happy. Turbocharging this KA is going to be an absolute blast. I have an idea in my head of how I want it to look and function. No more than 300 horsepower to the wheels, and I want it to look like it came from the factory that way. So right when you open up the hood of the truck, you're like, oh wow, looks like Nissan did it themselves. So like I said, really excited about it, have an idea, gonna make it happen. Alright, here's the new garage. It's my daily. Here's old Gus. Probably remember him for sure. So this is where Gus sleeps at night. And then there's the 180. So almost finished. The interior finished already, so that's pretty cool. A few little things to do. There's a little crane and my tools and little TV, the welders and all that. And then you see there's the engine bay. So lots of work to do, but it's getting there. Well, it's nice to have some freaking space finally to get this thing done. So yeah, here's the SR back from the machine shop. Thing looks really good. There's all the parts to put it back together. Crank, head, still have to clean the head, a few other things. And here's the CD009 trans that it's already been milled down, and there's the adapter plate for it, and still working on getting the rest of the parts for that. Over fenders up there, Kikuchi over fenders for the front, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So here's the new little place. It's not much, but it's good enough for what I need.